Ever wonder which postcards sell the best? Hey guys, Ken here. Welcome back to the channel. Well, you probably are noticing something a little bit different about my video quality. Can you figure out what it is? Well, I'll tell you. Don't want to keep you in suspense. I got myself one of those small little panel lights. One of those fill lights, because I was looking at my video and I'm like, it just doesn't look right. So I'm going to go out and get myself a panel light. And I found one on Amazon for under 30 bucks. Now I'm going to do a separate video on that one, so be watching out for that. But on today's video, I wanted to talk to you about postcards and which ones I think sell the best and which ones you might want to steer clear of. Okay, so I've got a stack of postcards here, small stack. Now this one here, this is of a post office. Okay, post offices are great sellers. I've never had a problem selling post offices, because there are people that have worked at post offices, people that visit post offices. This post office might not even be there. This one is in Boston, and it might not even be there now. It might be a hotel there now. So, it means something to someone. So therefore, if it means anything to someone, then chances are it's going to sell. So that's a keeper. Here's another subject that's really popular, and that's bridges. Bridges sell well, especially ones that are shown from above, from an aerial point of view. Awesome. And everybody knows this one, Golden Gate Bridge, San Francisco. Even though this is pretty well known, it's always a popular card. Anything to do with transportation, the transportation industry, whether it be bridges, planes, trains, boats, cars, anything like that, those are going to be good sellers. Nova Scotia, lobster country. Okay, everybody that loves lobster, well, they're going to think about buying a card like this. Definitely. And here's another one. This one here is the Oyster House in Boston, Massachusetts. This is a restaurant. Anything to do with restaurants, interiors or exteriors, doesn't matter. This Oyster House might not even exist anymore. So basically, I think it would be a good seller because it would create a memory. If someone worked there or if they visited there, they'll say, hey, I remember that place. This is a beautiful Scenic. This is, what is this? This is the Rocky Mountains National Park in Colorado. Okay, it's a chrome, and you can tell because of the highly reflective quality of it, and it's a beautiful card. Scenics do sell if they're very beautiful, but this one is a little on the dark side, as you can tell. It was just a snapshot shot in probably noonday sunlight on the mountain. I mean, it's still a beautiful shot, but it's a little dark. Might not sell as well. Now here's another one. Even though this has a bridge in it, these are flowers, and flowers usually don't sell as well because basically flowers don't change over time. They look the same, they bloom the same every single year, and they don't change. And people want to see change. People want to see the value in what used to be, and maybe a building that used to be there and now is a parking lot, so it wants to create a memory. So yeah, but this is still a pretty shot. Okay, here's one. This has a bridge and a train. Trains, transportation. Okay, most of the time anything with a train on it, as long as it's under power, in other words, if it's an old steam train where you see billows of smoke coming out of the smokestack, or if it's electric train, whether it's under power, if it's moving. Trains that are kind of sitting in museum, they don't do as well, I think. But ones that are under power, that are in active use. Here's another one of a bridge. This is a beautiful shot of a bridge, again, from an aerial point of view, okay, and shows a lot going on in this postcard. You know, the city, Williamsport, Pennsylvania. Sorry, the print is really small. Yeah, that's what it says, Williamsport, Pennsylvania, and this one's posted. And yeah, beautiful shot from the air. Excellent. Now, something like this. This is another beautiful shot. But personally for me, this one won't work. And the reason for that is because I noticed the postage stamp on the back is Canada. And I got nothing against Canada or Canadian people. They're our neighbors to the north. It's just that personally, I don't ship outside the U.S. I only ship continental U.S., 48 states. I don't even ship to Alaska and Hawaii because the postal services in those areas, I have to say, aren't the best. I've heard a lot of complaints. I've experienced some problems. So I choose to just stick within the 48 states, you know, continental USA. But it's still a beautiful card. And let's see what we got here. This is a bakery interior shot of it's called the Bake Shop. And yeah, somebody might have worked there in the past. Somebody might have visited there. A lot of value there. Okay. This one, Lincoln Memorial Building. Okay. This thing hasn't changed in probably 100 years. Okay. Not a whole lot of value here, unless you've got something personally tied to that. I don't think it's a big seller because basically anything touristy, you know, like a tourist trap type of attraction where, I mean, cards like this, they're a dime a dozen. I mean, they probably printed millions of these cards. So there's not a whole lot of value there. Okay, so these are the kind of things I would stay away from. And this last one here, again, this is a gorgeous shot, but for one, it's in the wintertime, which makes it seasonal. Because if you know, right now, this time of year, we're looking at, you know, coming into spring and summer. People don't want to think about cold and winter. Even though it's a beautiful shot, you got sled dogs, and this is in Alaska. And of course, Alaska is very beautiful to go up there to photograph. I would love to visit there. I just wouldn't want to live there because I just don't like the cold. But again, I don't ship to Alaska, so it really wouldn't, you know, as far as I'm concerned, wouldn't do so good. Let's see if I can dig up a couple more here. I'm looking for one in particular. Got a lot of bridge shots here. Oh yeah, here it is. I just want to mention this. Governor's Mansion. That's what this one's called. Governor's Mansion, state of Alabama. I have a tendency to love old buildings, but when they're tied to political figures, you know, Governor's Mansion is state politics. Anything right now to do with state politics, national politics, the White House, the presidency, you know, any kind of things that, you know, have to deal with Washington, D.C., I don't think they're really big sellers right now because of the way our country is and the way people feel about our government and feel about Washington. A lot of people are angry because of that. So this is something that I probably wouldn't put up right now. Might work later if things change, but right now I don't think it's a good time. Okay, so you know, just to recap here real quick, when you're thinking about the types of postcards you want to sell, okay, try to think about the seasons. You know, if you're going to sell if you're going to put up flowers, I would put them up like right now in when the weather's turning warmer and it's turning into spring and summer. Flowers don't do well in winter, okay, because the only place flowers grow in winter is inside. But anything political right now, I would stay away from. Anything that's a scenic that's not a very beautiful scenic, like if it's shot in the wrong light. You know, in photography, light is everything. If you shoot something in the wrong light, it's just going to ruin it. So be aware of that. Anything to do with transportation, oh yeah, big sellers. Planes, trains, automobiles, what else? Boats, ships, things like that. I would kind of lean towards the ones that are under power rather than ones that are just sitting in museums. And let's see, what else? Restaurants, motels, hotels. Oh yeah, especially little mom and pop places, not some of the big conglomerates like big corporate type of, Fortune 500 organizations. I would stick to the mom and pops, the small little city hotels that maybe, you went there, you visited that, and it doesn't exist anymore. They put up a parking lot or they put up condos or something, and it just brings back a memory for you. Things to that nature I would stick to. So yeah, those are the kinds of things that I would definitely stick to, and those other ones I would probably stay away from. So I hope this has helped you. If it has, just smash that like button, and I appreciate it. It really helps the channel, and hope you like the light. I'll be doing a video on that soon. I guess that's it, and we will catch you next time. Talk to you later. Bye for now.